Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, March 20th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is with utter faith in myself and the universe. I move and take action from the soul of who I am. Whew! All right, so we are moving from soul because we have worked on our faith the last 30 days, and today we move from the space of faith headlong into Sun in Aries. When I sat down, I was not prepared. I was like, la-di-da, we have one full day of Pisces left. No, we are moving into Aries today, not till later in the day. The Sun will move into Aries at 2:24 p.m. Pacific time. But this just kicks off our week of shift. So we are finishing up the deepest Piscean waters with the Sun there, although Saturn and Neptune will be holding down this fort still for us. But here we go, Sun into Aries. And that, like I said, kicks off a week of shift. We have Sun in Aries on Monday. We have a new moon in Aries on Tuesday. On Thursday, we have Pluto shifting signs. Cue like storm sounds in the background. Pluto shifting from Capricorn into Aquarius. This is temporary. This shift will only be until June when it goes back into June, like 30th, so late June, when Pluto goes back into Capricorn. But this is setting us up for our next level of transformation. And one last thing, not to be outdone, Mars is shifting this week as well. Mars will be moving out of Gemini, where it has been since August, into Cancer later this week. So this week is major. Please tune in because we will be going deep into all of these energies. But today we've got this solar shift into Aries. Now, Pluto is a part of this because before the Sun shifts into Aries, it will be connecting with Pluto just for about an hour before that shift. And this energy is meant to be cleansing mud. We have the Piscean deep seas and we have the Plutonic colonic 29-degree energy in Capricorn. And so this has the potential to shake loose within us old structures that no longer have bearing in our lives, things that we have outgrown, things that we've karmically released. This is a very strong release pattern that is coming in and through for us. And I do have that past lives card. This is the moon card in traditional tarot. It can represent subconscious energies. So you may have awareness, but you may not. But just trust. There is, when I looked at the Astro this week, I'm like, whew, this is our week of transformation. Like there's just so much power of transformation. Now, I love that the Sun in Aries is like opening us up to this new moon, actually at 0 degrees Aries. And let me prepare you that at the end of the season of Aries, I can't believe that I haven't even mentioned this yet. At the end of the season of Aries, we have our first eclipse. So we get 2 new moons in Aries, and one is an eclipse. So Alpha Omega Aries energy this month, with an eclipse on top. Bing. Potent, but this is pushing us to fully embrace who we are. And I do feel like there are agendas being presented in the Astro, because when I look at it, like the Astro will push really strong on certain energies. Thank you, Mahalo. And right now we have so much Aries energy. Mercury in Aries, Chiron in Aries, Jupiter in Aries. Today the Sun hits this Aries energy. And this is preparing us for North Node moving into Aries later in this year. All of this Aries is asking us to step into our personal warrior. And this isn't about going to war, but I think the warrior energy is about having the strength and courage to be who we are. And in this world, that can be a challenge, to fully embrace our I am energy. And it doesn't mean that we have to put up a fight. To me, one of the biggest callings of warrior energy is that heart, that courage, the bravery to stand and be the soul of the place is what I'm hearing. And that's what Aries energy, this is the beauty of Aries. We finish up Pisces from faith, from this closeness with God, universe. And then here we are in our I am, recognizing the God within ourselves. And can we fully embrace who we are, recognizing that as the God within ourselves? So this energy is very, very, very potent, but not necessarily easy. So we're all getting our masters on Earth right now. So Sun and Pluto, there also may be something that tests your faith and asks you to stand in the power of your faith as this cycle completes. So be aware of that energy as well today. As for Sun in Aries and Mercury, which moved into Aries, you may find some fire energies coming in. Aries energy can be very impulsive. It is the first sign of the zodiac. By the way, happy astrological new year. It's taken me almost 7 minutes to say that. Happy astrological new year. I hope your New Year's resolution is to embrace you more and more. Anyway, with Sun in Aries and Mercury in Aries, watch those tempers. This energy is fiery, and your patience may go just like that. I felt that in me today with Mercury in Aries. I was like, oh, my patience has gone way down today. Aries energy can be very impulsive. It doesn't always think before it acts, and maybe we think too much. Maybe we need some of that. However, I do feel like it is best to act from a grounded place. So do your best to find that balance and ground yourself. What else about Aries do we want to be aware of in and through this energy? Like I said, Aries is the warrior. Aries energy can definitely be hot-headed. Aries rules the head. Imagine the ram that represents the sign of Aries. You know, they get into those fights where they headbutt each other. Aries energy can bring us to that place where we're ready to headbutt everything that's getting in our way. So please find balance in this, especially as here we are in the dark of the moon, which can bring up some of those deeper, darker qualities. One of those other qualities that we need to be aware of, and I don't necessarily want to call it a shadow quality, but Aries can represent the id, the place where we're like, these are my needs and this is what I'm going for. And it doesn't always put anybody else into consideration. Watch your id. Of course, take care of your needs. If your id is screaming, there's a good chance that you are not taking care of your needs. But this doesn't mean that we want to throw away decency, throw away compassion and care for others in the tending to ourselves and our id. Somebody asked me once if Aries rules ego, and I do think that ego is definitely more connected to Leo, but I feel like Aries really involves that id energy, which can be construed as ego. So, one other thing I want to mention, Venus. Venus is in Taurus, and Venus is meeting up with the North Node in Taurus today. So making sure your actions are aligning with your values and aligning with how you value yourself can be potent. But watch out, because we've got that South Node energy pulling on Venus. And with Pluto about to shift, the fears are just like, it's like they cranked up the noise when it comes to fears. recognize the more you align with who you truly are, the more okay you are going to be. And so that is the highest and best work that you can do. Align with that and know you will be okay. So I'll do the new moon energy tomorrow, finishing up, like I said, with those past lives energy. By the way, the moon is in Pisces all day, and sun is going to be 0 degrees. It's either going to be 29 Pisces or 0 Aries, so you may not feel that Aries energy yet. Believe me, it is coming, but use this downtime to like balance and settle it in yourself, because here comes a rebirth of your truest self. I do have the control card in reverse, and you may, when Aries shifts in, you may feel a little out of control in yourself, because you may feel those, it's like engines revving, ready to take off. And also Aries can definitely push against the energy of control, so you may find yourself more sensitive to that. And that also may be in tandem with the sun and Pluto in connection, and Pluto at 29 degrees Capricorn. However, I do have these two cards. We've got the Lovers and we've got Harmony. So there is potential for some beautiful energy between yourself and others, especially I think if you know who you are and you're able to really care for yourself and show up as you. I think somebody's going to reflect that and be like, you're awesome. So I'm going to leave that here. I guess this is the time to announce I'm going to be doing eclipse readings, because here we go. We're about a month out from our eclipse, our first eclipse in the set of 2. This has snuck up on me. Here we are in Aries season, ready for eclipses in Aries at 29 Aries. Okay, universe. You can book an eclipse reading or any other reading by emailing me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.